Bienvenidos and welcome back to Paul Modern Plays.
You're speaking Spanish, not
Portuguese?
Portuguese.
Portuguese? Xander, you don't need to lean so hard into the mic, you're gonna hurt your back.
I need to be heard, alright?
I have a voice and I'm important. We're playing Max Payne 3. We are in Brazil, I think,
Whoa.
probably. We're in
Cover.
the favelas. Taking cover. It's
got
great.
a bulletproof vest, you kidding me?
He
Look
does?
at that. He did.
Dick.
I have no pain.
Oh, you're like dead. How did you start this level off dead?
I don't know.
Is it because you suck?
Because getting back here I had to use painkillers.
Painkillers killing the pain, baby. You're gonna die very soon.
Look at that shotgun
Where?
on his side. It's just kind of there.
Oh, that's weird. That is so. It's like clipping, sort of.
It's in a holster.
And it's like in his shoulder. Oh, yeah, now it's more clearly in the holster.
So I don't want to move because I'll die. Because I have no painkillers. But I can't stay here forever.
Oh, if you're following along at home, and this actually might be really weird because of the way the episodes come out, but at one point in one of the Shovel Knight episodes, we were talking about movies that I watched, and I said that I watched 4 movies, and I only talked about 2 of them. So let's continue on with that little train of thought.
Great.
And talk about the other 2 movies that I watched.
Just what I always wanted.
Hey, don't sass me, woman.
Fuck
Sir.
you.
Hey. Alright, this is gonna be the We Fight episode. It's a game on the Wii. It's called We Fight. Anyways, I watched.
Oh, I'm dead.
Ah,
Damn
nice.
It.
Good
I
game.
thought that door would open. It did not.
I watched Final Destination 5.
Was it terrible?
No. For those who don't know, Final Destination is just a really dumb horror movie franchise that started in 2000, I believe. Whoa!
Hey, frame rate, how you doing?
Whoa!
I was quicker than I thought
That
it would be.
sound is weird. Oh, you got the turtle.
100 enemies killed from the
Wow, this is like the earliest into an episode that we've had frame rate issues.
It's fine.
Is it fine? It sounds terrible. If it doesn't fix itself, we're gonna end the whole episode in train zone.
Stop. You can't shoot me. I'm in
You
cover.
cannot shoot him. I'm in cover. Nice. I'm gonna let it fix itself before I finish that story. How about that?
Sure. Whatever.
Short round. No, yeah. So basically, the premise is that somebody sees their death in a vision, and then they prevent it. And then because the whole premise of the movie is that you can't cheat death, each of the people whose lives they save gets slowly picked off in different ironic, hey, there you go, in increasingly violent ways. And Final Destination 5 is really interesting because the only other movie of that series that I've seen is 3, which I loved. I think 3 is actually really good and fun because the kills are creative. It's the one from 03 with the roller coaster, and that one's pretty good. But 5 is the most recent one. It came out in 2011, and I watched it on cable actually. So all the swearing was censored, but the violence sure as hell was not censored.
Right.
Those movies really do venture into the they go more towards comedic violence than they do. Are you just not moving?
I'm trying to get this guy.
But he's being a douchey McDouche.
I'm getting him in the hand a lot.
A douchebag. You fucking douchebag. Anyways. Next.
Alright, I guess I gotta move.
So 5 is cool because it's a bunch of people on a bridge, and then the bridge falls apart, and they all die in increasingly violent ways. And David Koechner, if you know that name at home, you're a very cool person. He's a comedian. Gets hot tar.
I can see
Hot tar gets thrown on his face, and that's great. One girl falls on a sailboat below the bridge, and then gets impaled by it. And since it's in 3D, it does the above shot where it shows her getting stabbed. It's great.
Great.
One guy gets stabbed by a bunch of needles. It's great, and then the guy prevents the deaths, and then everyone dies in their own unique ways.
I think I saw part of one while I was getting my hair cut by my mom.
Whoa!
I don't know why it was on, but I saw a race car driver get impaled by a fire escape.
I think that's 4. That sounds right.
And at the beginning, girl with big old titties flashed one of the main characters on a motorcycle.
Oh, probably 4 then. Yeah, that's the other thing, is they're usually terrible people. I liked 5 in a way, mostly because at least the main character wasn't awful. Ooh, story. You can read the subtitles, even though they're not in English.
Something like that.
No. The main character was kind of a character.
He just stood there as the guy opened the door. He was like, hey.
Hey, how you doing? I'm here to open the door. Boop. I'm here to boop you in the face. Boop. You suck.
I'm fine.
You don't suck. That was mean. Boom. There you go. One more. Knock him out. Take him down. Take him down to Browntown.
There's another guy. Right over here.
Yeah.
I didn't get him.
Dude, you're good at this game. I forgot.
No, I'm not.
I take back what I said.
Could have done that better. I'll go one without the shotgun.
It's a fun movie. And honestly, he really does. He like looks at him and then runs
like,
away.
Hey,
I do. I'm good. All right, cool. Boop, and puts his head back in.
all right.
It ends with a really weird plot twist that you don't really get unless you have a history with the movies. I mean, why are you watching 5 if you haven't seen any of the other ones, right?
Because
they're all kind of self-contained.
Isn't it that they get on the airplane that's like the big crash of the first one?
Oh, so you have seen it.
I haven't seen it, but I've heard the
twist.
Spoiler.
Yeah. So it ends, and the two main characters are like, "Yay, we learned to cheat death," which they find out in this movie you can do by killing someone. So you sacrifice one death to save another, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And they accidentally kill a bunch of people, and then they get on this plane to go to France to be together forever. And then the plane crashes, and one of them gets clipped by the wing. Like the one of the plane wings catches on fire. She falls out the window and gets sliced in half by it.
Good.
And then the guy gets burned alive.
Great.
But right before that, he hears the music that he always hears before he sees people die, which is "Dust in the Wind" by Kansas.
And he's just like, "Oh God, no!"
Well, yeah, because he looks at his like license, and you realize that it says like date of expiration December of 2000. And you're like, "Oh my God!" And then you hear the like flight attendants be like, "That crazy guy we took him off the plane because he was saying something about how it's going to crash," and that's the guy from the first movie who prevented his death on that crash, but it still happened, and they were on the plane crash. And then, real quick at the end, the one black guy who managed to survive until the end is at the bar mourning his friend who died instead of him. And his partner's like, "Yeah, man, life's a bitch," and they're in a bar. And then just cut to explosion, and a piece of the plane falls on the bar and kills him instantly. It just
Great.
It falls above him because that's how fate works.
Black guy survives the whole movie, still dies.
And still dies, yeah.
Way to fucking stereotype.
So you start looking back on the movie and realizing, like, oh my God, they were using flip phones the whole time. And also, there's a really brief moment where one of the characters looks at a photo on her desk, and it's her with another girl on a roller coaster, and it's the roller coaster from the third movie.
Great.
So there are like hints at it the whole time, but it's kind of a cool. Because I was thinking, like, why the fuck is it 2011 and they're using flip phones? It's so dumb.
Because it's not 2011.
Because it's not 2011. So yeah, pretty decent movie. I would recommend it.
Yeah.
You gotta do that.
That much security.
You gotta do it when you gotta do it. Sometimes you gotta do it. You have no idea what I'm talking about. Just.
No, I don't know. That's why I'm asking. What the fuck are you on about?
Shut up. What's this guy saying?
I don't know, something.
Oh, they're throwing your birthday party.
Yeah, Molotov is my favorite kind of candle.
My favorite kind of cocktail.
I said candle, not cocktail.
I know, I'm telling you that it's a cocktail. When you get the chance, maybe take a peek.
I ended up shooting a Molotov when I was trying to shoot
Modelov.
somebody else.
Mysterious as the dark
Go fuck
side.
yourself,
And what? Okay. We're doing sneaky chats right now.
Sneak chat.
And then the last movie I
new
watched.
app.
Yep. Oh, it's Snapchat, but you can't do it when other people are looking. It like has your camera. Yeah.
Sure. Something like that.
The other movie I saw was Hulk vs., which is a 2-part anthology of Hulk versus other Marvel heroes. So the first part is Hulk versus Thor, and the second one is Hulk versus Wolverine. Hulk vs. Thor, very beautiful, kind of boring, because basically the whole thing is like they're just using these movies as an excuse to watch the Hulk fight other people. So the story setup is like kind of unnecessary, and since it's half an hour, they don't get time to develop anything. So basically, it's just like, oh, Loki found a way to control the Hulk, and he's gonna use him to take Thor's hammer, because the Hulk would be strong enough to take Thor's hammer.
Great.
And then turns out no, he's not, because nobody can take the Thor's hammer unless they're unless they're worthy or whatever. And then what's it called? Bruce Banner and the Hulk get separated, like they become separate entities. And then Bruce Banner's like, "Yay, I'm free! I can have a family and be happy." But then the Hulk is terrorizing Asgard. Whoa!
Right.
That was cool.
Shot a rocket.
Yeah, the Hulk is terrorizing Asgard. So
I
they're
shot
like,
a rocket raccoon.
we'll talk about that in a minute too. The Hulk is terrorizing Asgard, and then they're like, "Bruce, we need you to take over your buddy." And he's like, "Oh man, but I was free." And then they make him. They're like, "You got to do it to sacrifice yourself," and he puts the Hulk back in him basically. And then it actually ends with in a really funny way, because it I recommend this movie. It's on Netflix. If you are
Whoa.
if you like Marvel,
Chill.
I guess. It ends with the Hulk or Bruce Banner walking away on a bridge in like a jacket, and it's very reminiscent of the like theme song to the '70s Hulk show with Lou Ferrigno, where he walks like alone on like a highway, and it plays that music, or it plays something similar to that music that the like infamous Lou Ferrigno Hulk song, and that's cute.
Right.
But I mostly watch this movie because I can hear Ray's
Hey, look.
voices.
It's all the people we're trying to protect.
Oh no! All in one convenient place.
Two sisters and the crackhead.
The crackhead.
No,
Oh,
cokehead.
the ass guy, the asshole guy, the ass guy.
She's like, I got your money, give me the people back.
I wasn't expecting quite so many.
Is this a hostage situation?
No backing out.
Yep.
I would just
Yorp.
act harder than I felt.
Oh, you're gonna get shot in the back, dude. What are you doing? Yeah. That was the least creative thing I've ever seen.
Was not very smart about that.
Don't you do it. Oh, someone's dying right now. Yeah! That's the one we don't like?
That was the one we were trying to save the whole fucking game, and now she's dead.
Typical. So now the rest of the game's gonna be like a revenge thing?
Something along those lines.
Something. Oh no, everyone's sad. Oh no. This is a very violent game, Xander.
Yep.
I bet you Max makes it out alive.
With all hell breaking loose.
Spoilers.
Standing over
Hey.
another dead girl I had been trying to protect.
New Jersey time.
5, 6, 7, 8. Wow, there's only 8 chapters in this whole game. That's crazy.
Married a short
There's much more than 8 chapters. There's like 16 to 20.
No! We're never gonna finish it.
business. But I knew that
I'm never gonna be free.
the insanity.
This is a comfy piece. If I could sit like this the whole time and it captures correctly, then I'm into it.
Every part of my
For those at home, I am sitting on the floor like we do with Shovel Knight, and I'm at my house, and my feet are up on my couch, and it's great. And I'm kind of doing a side cock to the TV. Wow, Xander, that's my nose. Xander. Why?
somehow
Yeah, Max Payne.
How dare you boop my nose? He booped me.
Alright, we'll go into a shootout next time. Batman Plays.
Ah!